Welcome to Bourbon, Brass and Beyond. We got our Dave Matthews tickets and we are ready to talk about it. Last week we had dinner with Fred Minnick and had a great Valentine's Day. The VanWinkle 13-year rye awaits.
Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome back, Bourbon, Brass and Beyond. Exciting week.
For sure.
Kind of crazy. So we did get warehouse tickets.
We did.
For the Dave Matthews Band, a warehouse, we got tickets in Grand Rapids and Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. I like to call them first world disappointment tickets, right? So it just, of course, it's stupid to say, oh, these tickets aren't good enough. But I think we hoped for at least one set of tickets to be pit tickets, and we did not get that. So the Grand Rapids tickets are already sold to someone else.
Right, and that's both nights.
Yeah, and that's not a big deal because that was going to be a long trip for us and overall just expensive. I think we're okay letting that go.
Right. We're still doing Pittsburgh, so that'll be fun.
We're going to Pittsburgh.
We did just purchased tickets for Bourbon and Beyond.
Okay, yeah, you're excited about that.
I am excited about that. So it's not only Dave Matthews. I mean, they have the Foo Fighters. They have Mumford and Sons.
Chris Stapleton.
Cheap Trick.
There's all kinds of blasts from the past too, as well as new stuff. But it wasn't quite done with Pittsburgh yet.
Okay.
Well, because we didn't get pit, now I think I have to try to jump in there on Friday and battle Ticketmaster and try to get pit tickets, which is going to be an event.
Right.
But I guess the good thing about that is I will know right away, because if I get in there and they are there at a decent price, I'll grab them. And if they are not there or they're at a non-decent price, then I won't. And we'll just go with the tickets that we have. One does flow into the other because we are getting a Dave Matthews concert, but on the heels of our disappointment with our tickets yesterday, then today you called me as you were driving back home from work and said, it looks like Dave Matthews playing at Bourbon and Beyond. And I had no idea because I had been out at appointments and running errands today. And yeah, so I checked it out, saw that was true. And also Mumford and Sons, which I think we were looking into going to one of their concerts anyway.
Right.
So we're kind of knocking a few things off the list by going to Bourbon and Beyond. I mean, mostly for you, it's the bourbon.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've wanted to see Mumford and Sons forever. And of course, we mix bourbon and Dave Matthews. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't get much better than that.
And a lot of other good acts that I think we'll be really excited to see.
Yeah.
I think Lisa Loeb is playing Four Non-Blondes. It's
Joan Jett. I mean, how can this not be the most awesome concert?
Yeah. So it does seem to be a bit of a marathon, though. And it's going to be 4 full days and a festival with lots and lots of people. So I guess we just have to pace ourselves and take it slow.
So in honor of Dave's Song Rye Whiskey tonight, we are opening the VanWinkle Family Reserve 13-year rye. So we're very excited to have found this. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah. And I think it was previously opened.
I did just open it.
You did just open it?
Well, not today, but...
Right. It's relatively new, but I feel like maybe we have taken a taste. Have we not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I did, but I don't know that...
No, I think I did. I think when we had that 21 year, we were doing a little comparison. So this will be good that this is the first thing I'm tasting, because I don't know how you can really compare that 21 year because it's so great.
That Jefferson's presidential 21 year was fantastic.
That's it. Yeah. So has a really nice smell.
Nice floral notes. Is it good? Get a lot of pepper. You get some pepper.
Definitely pepper.
But
it's not too much.
It's like the difference. It's like the thin caramel, like you get the caramel sauce like on flan. That's what I get out of this. It's like a different caramel.
It's a nice ending.
Flavor stays. You get that. It's a nice steady taste back in the mouth.
Yeah. So what I like about this is that it's a rye, but it's not overpowering. It's not burning. It's just that spice, that pepper. And that's nice. And I just had some Tombstone pizza, so it pairs well with that.
Yeah. And they say if you have like real spicy stuff, well, Tombstone's not real spicy, but if you have real spicy, especially pizza, that it can really mess up your palate.
Well, I don't think that's the case.
Still smells great.
It does.
So, Steph got to learn how to do some tasting.
I did.
We went to the Fred Minnick book signing dinner in Cleveland at Cordelia's, and that was fantastic.
It was fantastic. So originally Dan wanted to go to the book signing, which was at the Giant Eagle in Solon. And so that was fine. He was going to venture out on his own and do that. And then we saw a few days before that he was actually holding a dinner. And I, of course, wanted to do that because anytime there's good food involved, I'm all in for that. So yeah. And he walked us through how he does a tasting, which we found very interesting. And I know you even learned some things. And of course, I'm just winging it out here.
But it was fun. The food was great. We had a great group of people at our table, met some people, Jason from Cleveland Barrel Hunters, and took pictures of the books, had our books signed. I have my book here and bottom shelf. So
yeah, he's going all over. It seems like he's going all over now doing this book tour. So if you're listening, he might be coming to a place near you. We found out through Instagram, through following his Instagram account. So that's how we knew. And do you remember which bourbons we had that night at the restaurant?
So we had a Maker's Mark barrel pick. We had a Maker's Mark cask strength, which was 7 years and 9 months. And then we had the 2025 batch 3 Bookers.
Okay. And they were all pretty high proof.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So I think I figured out, because I wasn't tasting what everyone else was tasting. And I think I figured out, because it's so high proof, it was making my tongue numb, more or less. I find I have that issue a lot of times, is I can't taste what you're tasting. And sometimes I think it's just that the bourbon it's too high proof, and I'm just not used to it yet. So we're still working on that. But you especially liked one of the Maker's Mark.
I like the barrel pick.
Yeah.
More so than the cask strength.
Yeah.
I think that it was just nicely done. It was sweet. Of course, the Maker's Mark being a wheated bourbon was a little softer on the palate. I got different flavors going back the tongue and in the sides of the mouth and in the back. It just had a really nice, soft nose on it as well. Sweet, caramely vanilla. Typical Makers, but just very nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good pick.
Yeah. And I think of the three of them, I actually like the Bookers the best. So I'm not sure exactly why. I think it felt smoother to me than the other ones. It was easier to drink. But what ended up happening is each pour was how much, would
2
you
ounces.
say? Yeah. And after I had a few sips of each, I was done. So I pushed them over to Dan. And Dan finished them. And then Dan was feeling it a little later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back to those college days.
Right. Well, I normally don't drink much. I just have a few sips. I don't make big pours, but I just enjoy it. I enjoy the taste. But I was enjoying all of it. And we started with an old fashioned before we even got to the 3 samples.
Right. Yeah.
So I ended up having 6 samples.
And that was quite tasty. Well, I did drink my old fashioned.
Right.
Yeah, I did.
That was really good.
Yeah. I can't remember what kind of bourbon did they have in there.
Old Forester.
Oh, right. And I do like the Old Forester, so I think it probably helped out.
That is so good. And I'm not a rye person. But this is fantastic. And then on the way home from Fred Minnick the next day, because we stayed overnight, we got a hotel downtown Cleveland. We got to pick up Mally's
chocolate covered strawberries. If you live in the Northeast Ohio area, you might know about these, but I just think they're the best strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries. And there's just such a thick coverage of the strawberries and the chocolate. So I eat the chocolate off the strawberry first, and then I eat the strawberry. And it's just so good. And there's just lines out the door, because we were there on the morning of the 13th, and there were already the lines go really quick, but there were probably 10 people in line ahead of us, and we just went to a very small branch. So that was amazing. So overall, we had a great Valentine's Day weekend. We did Cordelia and
Gatsby's.
Friday we went to Gatsby's with all of our neighborhood friends, and that was amazing too. That food there is exceptional.
And they had a Steinway specialist piano player playing for 3 hours, and he was phenomenal. And
Right.
so I really enjoyed that.
Right. So Dan was kind of at the end of the table, and he was being a little quiet, and I was kind of like, is everything okay? And he gets so wrapped up in the music that he almost didn't want to be or couldn't be in the conversations really, because he's thinking about it so much because of all your musical background. And I think that's so interesting to me that you could be just kind of taken away by that music. But the guy was exceptional.
And the piano had just been revoiced. It was a 7-foot Steinway, and it just sounded immaculate. So I was listening to a lot of the inner parts, and it was just really good.
Yeah. So if you do live in this area, or I'd say anywhere within an hour and a half, Gatsby's it's at the Grand Resort is what it's called. There is a hotel there. We didn't stay overnight because we live so close by, but Gatsby's is amazing. Just the atmosphere, the service, and especially the food. And that piano player is there on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
So that was
from 6 to 9.
Yeah. Just a good coincidence, I guess, that we were there on a Friday. So we got his card. So maybe, see him again.
Yeah. So it was a busy last weekend. And then this next weekend, so I'm getting home from a trip late Friday, and then early Saturday, we are leaving for Gethsemane, Kentucky. And we're going to get a tour and tasting and interview with J.W. Wally Dant of Log Still Distillery. And I have to say, this is it's like a bucket list item, or I'm going full circle and closing a chapter.
Yeah.
Just because this was so important to my grandpa. Of course, he's been gone for almost 26 years now, but just to be able to revisit this and be able to go down and interview him, it's just really special. And I found a bottle.
Right.
That
very old.
Yeah, it was distilled by Wally's grandpa in 1948, bottled in 1952. So it's what my grandpa would have drank, and my grandpa graduated from high school in 1949. And so we're going to be doing the interview part in Wally's grandfather's house, which overlooks the distillery. And I just can't think of a better setting to do it.
Well, I think this is pretty amazing for you, because when you started with this Bourbon, Brass and Beyond, that was kind of one of the things you did almost right away was write to him. And he agreed to be on your podcast. And I think, how amazing does it get than to be passionate about something and write to someone about a brand that was meaningful to you because of your grandfather. And then this guy is so kind and welcoming that we're going to be down there this weekend. So, yeah.
So I'm excited. Now, I have most of the Log Still stuff. I don't have the America's 47, and I have one single barrel, but they just came out with another single barrel, and we're going to get to go in and taste from the distillery. And I'm really excited about that, because we're going to get to walk through and talk about all the different parts. And it is a newer distillery, so everything is nice, very well done. I've seen pictures, but I haven't obviously been there. Gethsemane, Kentucky. It was Dant, Kentucky. All that land was called Dant, Kentucky, and we're going to get to be there.
Yeah. Well, and this will be my first distillery tour. I don't know, have you been to other distilleries to do a tour?
I have not done the tours.
Okay.
I've been to a couple distilleries.
Yeah.
I was at Heaven Hills I guess it was probably almost 20 years ago, just to go in the gift shop. And I've been to Buffalo Trace twice, but I haven't done the tours.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you want to.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, this will be fun.
Look forward to it. It's a busy week.
Yeah, it's been a busy week for you. Just coming back from work today and then heading out tomorrow. So it's mostly busy for you, but the weekend will be busy for all of us. But luckily the kids are all taken care of, and so no worries.
I'll have to have some fun. Just make sure I take all the stuff I need.
You'll remember.
So, Dave Matthews tickets, Bourbon, Brass, and Beyond, going to Bourbon and Beyond.
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't think, because I've seen music festivals in the past, and I thought, yeah, that just isn't really for me. But then I saw everyone playing at this, and it's just...
This is going to be incredible.
Yeah. So much good music.
If anybody has any tips or tricks for Bourbon and Beyond, leave a comment, send a message. We'd appreciate it. This will be our first time.
Yeah, for sure.
We did get the Angels Envy VIP tickets because everybody said that was what you're supposed to do. Let us know, if that's
right. Yeah. So how's the food?
Right.
What food should we purchase? What other things should we purchase?
Well, I don't think we have to purchase any of those tickets.
I think it said they offer some food, but I don't know if it's all the food. But who knows? That's what we don't know. We don't know anything. Yeah. Just did this today, almost on a whim. I'm sitting in a driveway trying to buy these tickets after he calls me. So yeah, it's kind of on the fly. But I feel like that's how it is. And we also got our hotels on points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hilton Honors points for the win.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because it could have been a very, very, very expensive little trip.
And this hotel's right beside the venue.
Right. Because we don't want anyone to have to drive anywhere. Right. Unlimited drinks. I don't know how that's going to go for 4 days, but I'm going to find out.
Yeah. Might need to go slow.
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, well.
But this is good. Pappy Rye.
I had to go in for just another little swallow, just to make sure.
It's lovely. Pappy does a good job.
Fantastic. And I do get similar notes from the rye to the normal Pappy line.
Yeah.
So I think they stay very consistent. And then this was just a little more floral, but it still has that.
Still getting a very sweet smell from this.
And it's a very specific Pappy sweet smell.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's good. Yes. Cheers.
Dave.
Cheers to Dave.
We'll see you soon.
We'll be seeing you at least twice this year. Possibly more. Who knows? Who knows what he'll come up with.
Right.
But we're doing a lot of good stuff this year, and I feel like it's nicely spaced out. We have something kind of each month, a little trip each month to go on and look forward to. Yeah, but if you have any comments for us, please leave the comments and like and subscribe.
Have a good night, and we'll talk to you
next week.
Yeah, we'll get the podcast this weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Have a good night.
Please like, follow, and subscribe at YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. You can also check out our Patreon and website, www.bourbonbrassandbeyond.com. Thanks for watching.